First goal of the game scored the 30th for Havant and Waterlooville by number 8 Nigel ATANGANA'S.
So Havant and Waterlooville manager Lee Bradbury. Lee, I'm not quite sure how you'd describe that one. Talk me through that game.
I think it's an exciting game. You know, from the start, it was a high tempo game, and the formation they play in can really cause teams problems, and we knew that from the outset. And but I felt we dealt with that well, and off the back of that, gave them problems going the other way. And a really deserved win for the players today, who worked hard.
I have to ask you about 18-year-old keeper Charlie Searle. One of the quotes coming out is, "That's the day that Charlie became a man." What a performance! Yeah,
definitely, and I think it was welcome to first team football for Charlie today. He's took a smash on the side of his head and neck, but his handling was great. Always felt safe with him, but he a couple of times he had to come and make decisions, and his handling had to be spot on because they put him under a lot of pressure physically.
And how is he? Because you could see him getting treated at the end because he went down immediately after the final whistle. Was that through exhaustion or through his injury?
For his injury, I think he was a bit shaky, but he didn't go. He wasn't knocked out. He just took a bad knock, and obviously his safety's got to be paramount, and we wouldn't risk that for anything. You know, but the physio was pleased that he could carry on, and just we had people behind the goal make sure he was alright all the time. If there's any sort of danger of him collapsing, obviously we would have just brought him off.
And that goal from NIGEL ATANGANA, a wonder strike, 35 yards, and we've seen the video with that, absolutely fantastic. Just talk me through it from your perspective.
Yeah, no, I've said to him, like, because really for me he just needs to add goals to his game, because he does all the difficult side of the game. He breaks up the play. You know, he's athletic. He gets around the park, and the strike he scored today was sort of rounded off an all-round sort of performance for him today.
And looking at now the result today, there's yet another clean sheet. I believe it's 8 games unbeaten. Surely now it's the march to the playoffs.
I won't get that excited yet. Long time to go. A lot of games in a short period of time. But if we carry on the way we have been in the last, well, for me, 6-7 weeks. Obviously we've lost one game in 19, and that was a big game at Gosport. But the lads will use that as fuel to their fire to go on and try and do well in the league, and they've done that with abundance in the last 3 or 4 games.
And people who watch our interviews will know what we're going to talk about next. It's the next game against Gosport. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be. We're looking forward to the challenge of going back there and playing against a different type of team. You know, they pose different threats, and we know that we'll go over there, and the way they play, we need to show up and go about our jobs and stop them doing theirs. And if we do that, I'm no doubt we'll get a result, whether that's 1 point or 3.
And they obviously won 3-0 away at Staines today. It's a bit of a surprise result in the fixture of the league, isn't it?
Yeah,
really.
Because Staines have done very well at home. That's what Gosport are like. They can get themselves up for games, and they get some shock results, and that being one of them. But fair play to Alex and his team. That's a very good result.
Well, cheers, Lee. Thanks for speaking to us, and we'll speak to you on Tuesday. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, Lee.